Hi, I'm Betty. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making brownies, a version that I immodestly call the ultimate brownie. For some reason, apple pie is always called the ultimate American dessert, and I sort of take exception to that. The British have made it forever. The French certainly make apple tarts. The Italians use them. I tend to think of the brownie as the ultimate American dessert, especially if you serve it with ice cream and hot fudge sauce. So we're going to start off by lining our brownie pan. And I'd like to show you my favorite trick for doing this. We're going to turn the pan over, take a length of foil, more or less center it on our pan, fold two sides down, then fold the next size and tuck the corners in. You just lift that off, turn your pan over, and pop the foil back inside there. And you've got a beautifully lined pan with some extra to go over the side, which is going to make removing the brownies really easy at the end. All I need to do now is take a little bit of soft butter on my ever handy silicone brush and just give that a light coating of butter. I love these brushes. They go right into the corners, and then when I'm done, they go right into the dishwasher. Much easier than using a conventional bristle pastry brush. There we go. Now we'll proceed to our ingredients. For these delicious brownies, we will need 6 ounces, that's 1½ sticks, of unsalted butter, which has been melted. I've got 2/3 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 2/3 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, a cup of flour, 1/4 pound of chocolate, which is coarsely chopped, and about a cup of very coarsely chopped walnuts. We're going to begin by adding the cocoa into the melted butter and whisking that until it's smooth. Just go until you don't see any more lumps of cocoa. If you've ever used brownie mixes, you'll see that this really is not much more effort, and the results are so much better. And as I'm fond of saying, there aren't any ingredients that you can't pronounce. All right, the cocoa is smooth, and now I'm going to add my sugar and salt. Just whisk that until it's done. There, the sugar is combined, and now I'm going to add the first egg and whisk that in. And the second egg along with the vanilla. And that just needs a little whisk to incorporate that. just want to get that blended. You don't want to overmix. That looks good. And at this point, we'll get rid of the whisk and switch to a spatula. What I'm going to do is just sprinkle this flour over the top and using my spatula, sort of fold and stir until I get it blended. There are no more traces of flour in my batter, so I'm going to add the coarsely chopped walnuts, and you can see they are quite coarsely chopped. When I add nuts to something like this, I want to leave them large enough so that when I bite into them, I know exactly what they are. And some coarsely chopped chocolate. And just fold this in to get them mixed into the batter. Now they're ready to go into my prepared pan. Scoop that in. And I'm going to use this small offset spatula to spread this evenly. Just smooth over the top a little bit. And this is ready to go into my oven, which has been preheated to 350 degrees. This will go in for 33 to 38 minutes. It's difficult to be precise since ovens vary so much. But we'll start this at 33 minutes. I tested my brownies at 33 minutes and they needed a further 2 minutes of cooking. And you can see my tester is coming out with a few clumps of moist brownie, which is exactly where we want them. I'm going to take them out of the oven now and put them over on the stove to cool. Our brownies have cooled and it's now ready to turn them out and cut them. So what I'm going to do is invert them onto a cutting board, remove the pan, and I'm going to peel off the foil. Just peel this back. Make sure we get all of that. And we'll simply invert it onto another board to turn it right side up. Flip it right over. Now they're ready to be cut. Now you can cut these in 4 sections, which will give you 16 brownies, but these are really rich, so I do like to make them a little smaller. If you don't like the crusty outside, take your knife and cut that off. Some people love it, others don't. So you can cut these like so. And then just about an inch big. Of course, any little extra bits are just a treat for the cook. I hope you'll enjoy this recipe. Do give it a try. As you can see, they're lovely brownies filled with chunks of chocolate and nuts. And the only thing that could possibly make these any better is a scoop of ice cream and some hot fudge sauce. And we'll be doing that very soon, so watch for the video. Enjoy. For further information and even more recipes, please visit my website.